Hello, and welcome, my friends. May your roads rise up to greet you, right? Or meet you? Something. I don't know. My parents used to have that little, I think it's like an Irish proverb or something. Used to have it on their breakfast room wall. I remember well. Anyway, we're here to play some Minecraft. So, as the roads rise up to meet us, right? Not greet us, meet us. We're going to make a road of our own, a railroad, if you will. That's the big plan, and what made me think of that little rhyme or verse or whatever it is. Um, yeah, it is shaping up to be a beautiful one today. So I am getting an early start on this video, and then we're gonna go right into a stream, maybe a little bit short because we've got like a nice weekend here. I think a pretty nice Monday, and then it's like back-to-back days of snow and some pretty good cold. So, yeah, we're gonna make do the best we can. Before we head out, I just want to grab. Nope, here. Let's grab a couple of these just to be safe. And by a couple, I mean three. And we have boats, right? Somewhere. Do I just have extra boats later? I don't. Okay. Well, we've got that cyan box full of boats. So, if needed, we'll grab those. But here's the plan. Go to the end. We lay down a whole bunch of rail. Actually, probably we do the torches first. We only have 45. Is that going to be enough? We'll get more, right? I mean, we've got all the torches we originally placed. So they're not going anywhere. And is this our first rail of the world? Yep, those are the ones that really don't make me happy. Game. Showing me fall in at first arrival in this world is what we did. All right. So, I guess we may as well start on this end. And I think we're just going to do this. And if I'm not mistaken, this may be our first rail, right? In this world? Have we done anything raily? I mean, I guess we put some mine carts under the spider spawn rooms in Franny's mine shaft, but I don't think we made a transit rail. Last time we at least used it with the gas farm and slow cooker, but we hadn't. Had much success with that, frankly. Wow. Okay, I got a lot of these, but I don't want to overthink it. I just want to get everything I can set and done. depending on how long all this takes. I mean, I think we got most of this entire bridge done in an episode, right? And that was like 5 layers of netherrack being placed with crazy Enderman issues after that first run, so should be quicker than all that. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. It's a pretty good activity, though, for a morning stream. I had a fairly early night last night. I was listening to the Avalanche play Chicago Blackhawks. So I don't get their games on my TV and then feel like going out for it. Since I knew I had stuff going on today, it was just kind of a chill evening. I was finishing up. I made a slow cooker green chili last night. Very tasty. And so it was just kind of getting some of that stuff done. And was thinking, all right, we can get this done and get it done early because, like I said, I'm planning to meet up with some friends and be outdoors and active today because it's supposed to be up in like the 50s, and we'd had some snow, so it's gonna be a little bit up in the air if it's like wet and boggy today or not. Um, just have to see. Alright, we're almost to the wiggly part. Alright, so there's that bit done. Now, not gonna make this mistake again. I guess we're kind of going the opposite direction, but and let's see, I think we're about 10 minutes in. This should be quicker without all the aiming and re-clicking. The biggest challenge will be if we do have to restock towards the end. If we do, hopefully we're already at the central island by that point. Oh, we're going through these pretty fast. But we guessed at 25 stacks. And the full shulker gives us 27. There's our first turn. Don't do that. All right. "12 minutes, so yeah, we're ahead of the clip." "3 minutes. Ish. I'm just. There's 4. It felt like a pretty quick 3. I'm just looking at the clock and watching the minutes kick over. It's very imprecise. Anybody watching like the length of the video may be laughing at me because I don't know exactly when we started. I'm going with a quarter till the hour and building all of these times off then, but at least it gives me a kind of a context on how we're doing, and this has certainly been relatively painless. right. Oh, there it is. All right, we made it. I just don't want to put the shulker down out here and risk it popping over the edge or anything else. We've got these stupid rails in it, which I guess we would take out, but I still won't lose the shulker. So we'll eat just this little bit of extra time. We can throw this down and then come back to the middle. It's not that much more to do. And by doing this, of course, we'll have no issues whatsoever. That's the idea. Alright, so now we just go back this way. And then right back to where we finished. Guessing we'll be into a second more of these. We'll do another full one after this one and then be into that next one. Alright, here it is. Come on, next set of rail. Still looking pretty clear back there. There, yeah. Alright. So there we go. We have a rail. And I brought the minecarts. I thought about testing the whole boat into the minecart deal. I think we can wait on that. Doesn't really make sense to deal with all that until after we've gotten... I'm not even gonna deal with all that. Let's go back. Do it here. Alright, so rail stuff. Now, ooh, guess I didn't need all that, all those blue shulkers, did I? We'll start there. Grab up these. Why did I not get one of them? Okay, there's all that. Let's put tools there. And let's grab some dirt. Oh man, now I got. Should have gone ahead and slept if I could. If it's not nighttime, it's going to be a really big waste. Perfect. Mmm. Big old sip of coffee. It's a new blend for me. I've got, I don't know. I've said before, I get like the um, cans of just basic coffee, right? And they have like 4 different flavors of them. When just having coffee back here at home, and usually because that's so much more ridiculously cheap than buying like the pouches of name brand like Starbucks and all that. Which don't get me wrong, I like a cup of Starbucks coffee too. I don't like it so much more that it is worth paying that much money every day for. And that's not even crazy Starbucks mocha whatever prepared drinks. This is just their coffee in the bags in the grocery store. But what I do, just to kind of mix it up a little bit, make life worth living exciting, right? Is I load up on, I don't know, it's one of the, it's not that. I think it's no sponsor here, clearly, since I'm struggling to remember their name. I think maybe it's Seattle's Best. It's like a red and white pouch. Um, in there, in the section with like the Dunkin' and Starbucks and all those, but it's usually like a buck or two cheaper than those. And they have 2 flavored varieties. They have a hazelnut and a vanilla. So I usually get one of each of those, when I'm doing a big dry goods grocery store thing, get a couple of the cans of regular coffee. And then when I'm making cups, it's a couple scoops of the regular coffee and then a little sprinkle um, of the flavored stuff just to kind of change it up a little bit. And I do that even if I've got Starbucks or something here. So, and don't get me wrong, I do respect and understand how some of those coffees are far, far better. I used to get my old roommate used to get bags of real Kona from the islands from a coworker, somebody who was in Hawaii, and that was amazing coffee. Blue Mountain? No, Blue Mountain's in Jamaica, right? This was just Kona, but I'm trying to think of what the name of the farm, I guess, was. Can't though. It's a long time ago. But I don't know. I think there's a limited return on any of those kind of things the longer you have them out there being marketed and more people buy in. Everybody's like, oh yeah, I need some of that, whatever that is. They can charge more. Supply and demand, right? So I'm pretty good with my morning cup. Just having coffee. But it is nice every once in a while to get the a little bit of extra flavor in. So this feel, and I got each of the cans is like a different color, and I'm never sure what how much of a difference there is. But this is like the I don't know. A couple of the cans are blue. There's like a light blue and a dark blue, and I'm never sure which one I've gotten the last time. So I kind of go through those. They're both very drinkable. I would be if I was in like a coffee lineup, I would be hard pressed to know which one of the two I was drinking. Um, yeah. All right. So the plan here is we take down this wall and we fill it in. Did I really? Yeah, I did bring dirt to the dirt factory. All right. Well, that's fine. No harm done. So we're going to take down this wall, get more dirt while we do it, and then backfill it with sandstone. Now we don't really need to do that beyond. That's what I was saying yesterday. Oh, there's some iron. We need that. Um, the Avs had a game, and they are doing really well. Like, actually, in kind of oddly, because it gets thrown around so much, but historically well. In this month, they are the kind of as usually happens in some of these record things, they are the winningest team ever in the month of January because of COVID and all the reschedule. They've had a lot of extra games jammed into this month, and they just happen to have gotten hot, right? I don't think that they're anything so far and above all the other teams of all the other years, that have gone through, but they just happen to be having a really good month and get the advantage of, or fluke of, having a whole bunch more games this month than most teams would in a normal January. And it's a long, it's tougher to do in February when you only got 28 days. It's January being a full 31-day month is a good one if you're going to try to do that. So yeah, they are making the most of that opportunity. It's been fun to watch because or listen to, as I did last night. They haven't been like steamrolling all the other teams, right? Where it's like, okay, yeah, they're for whatever reason, this team is like, nah, we're good, not just winning a game from the outright and keeping it boring and predictable and safe. No. They doesn't matter if you're good or bad. They will let you back in and keep it exciting right up till the end. This game they went up by a goal in the first period, and it was kind of okay, and then in the second, I think there was just a little. Ooh, I forgot we had this little area over here. Um, all we need to do to keep that secure is just build up a little bit here. Now nothing can get in. And we can't fall through, I hope. So, kind of back and forth and very vanilla, if I dare say, through the first couple of periods. And then with, I don't remember how it was at the second. I think they were still up. Like they were playing Chicago, and Chicago kept getting back in it. But Colorado decided in the third, all right, yeah, let's get a jump here. Or Chicago got a couple goals first in that period and came back close, and then all of a sudden Colorado's like, nah, we're gonna wake up now, and they scored real fast, and then Chicago's back. In the end, they had combined for 8 goals in the third period, and it was wild, like just back and forth and back and forth. And Colorado, if they didn't the entire time, they certainly did for a lot of it, maintained a good lead. It wasn't much in question, but Chicago kept hanging around. And at the end of the game, for anyone not familiar, in hockey, ice hockey, you have to have six players on the side unless you've got a penalty, and then you go down a man as that man is pulled off for a player, I should say, right? If that person is pulled off for a penalty, but you have a goalkeeper and then 2 defensemen and 3 forwards. And many teams, and it's kind of one of those that's become all right. This may flood us out, although I think this is under the hill. Let's just do that. I should have done that with those other ones too, but yeah, whatever. So it's pretty common now to pull your goalie for up to several minutes at the end of a game if you're trailing by a reasonable margin, something that you can make up, because then you get that sixth man to come up and try to score a goal for you, and as long as the face-off is down at the other end of the ice, or you already have possession of the puck and are kind of in control. As long as it's risk, right? You turn it over, and the other team gets anyone with enough time to shoot it down the ice. There's no one there to stop it if they can do it with any kind of accuracy, and it's tough. If you have the chance to play on a full ice rink, I challenge anybody to give shooting a puck from one end of the ice to the other and just trying to hit the empty net a chance. It is, you think like, oh, how do you miss an empty net like that? There's the movie Happy Gilmore with Adam Sandler playing a golfer, right? Not a professional golfer, but competing because he happens to be able to have really long drives. It's a comedy. But he's like, oh, but I'm not a golfer. I'm a hockey player. And in a bet with a girl he's interested in going out on a date with, he says, all right, if you can make this shot from the far end of the ice, or from the middle of the ice into the goal, I'll leave you alone. I won't stop pestering you. But if you miss it, then you have to go on a date with me. And to his surprise, she makes the shot, and that's from the center of the ice, because to him, to anybody, that you got to know kind of what you're doing and be a little bit lucky just even to make that, much less um, a shot from one far end of the rink to the other. So when the players make those kind of shots, it's pretty impressive. Yeah, you kind of hope that they make good on it. They're professionals after all, but it isn't a foregone conclusion. Let's put it that way. All right, let's try. No, what did we? How did we have all these set up? Dirt, lots of dirt, scattered dirt, more dirt, gravel. Did I clean all? Okay, there's stone. Let's do these three here. This gravel. Ooh, look at that, all that iron. Okay, this is gravel. That's what I wanted to set up, was having that there. We can put those in there. And then more dirt. All right, bad. I think we are going to have to get some more sandstone, but this gives us a little bit. Let's do one of these back walls. We'll be facing it, so we'll get more bang for our buck. Alright. No, no, what am I doing? It's going to make it way tougher. Don't do that yet. Seems like a particularly dangerous way of doing that, doesn't it? Do those really need to be filled in? I don't know. But, man, am I glad to have all this iron. Ah. cook all that iron, right? Okay. We can do this. Let's see how far what we have left gets us. Oh, really? Ooh, it's trouble down the road. We're back along this wall of a road. That'll be trouble too, but at least it's not a hole. Alright, well, that's what we got. Now we do have the shulker, which let's go up and empty out what we have here. Iron and coal. Gravel. Stone. Those two. That. And what do we want to do with sand? I guess in here we shouldn't be seeing too much of that, right? Oh, those. I'm like, how do we keep ending up with. Oh, yeah, it's the top row. Alright, now. We can just do that. I think we're close enough here to just drop into the hole. don't know. Maybe we will make it. It would be nice if we didn't have to go on a special desert trip. I think we're close enough that if we don't make it, whatever we have left that we need, we can just use sand that we have back at the base and do more crafting of sandstone as opposed to making a special trip and going to rip it out of a desert ourselves. It's good for what we're trying to get done. I'm happy with that. To have to go to the desert and harvest some sand or sandstone or anything like that. Not the worst thing in the world. I think it's kind of fun. You don't have to work too hard. The biggest problem right now would be one, it's not helping us directly get how did we get here, and two, it's going to use up more of the durability on our tools. And as you can see, this pick is already in tatters, and we haven't yet gotten all the way through what we need to clear here. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Well, speaking of picks, let's go switch. Maybe, we can probably get another side, right? Let's keep an eye on it. We're not so far away from any of this that... Oh. You're just going to be annoying. How did I miss that stone? Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. This pick is going to be fun. So we should do these two. Ah. Ah. Oh, I hope we can reach the top of that. go. Now we should come back down and refill our pockets a bit here as we use up some of these stacks. I hate for all that to go to waste, especially the iron. Nope. No, 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 no. First of all, we gotta get up. Oh, look at that. What a mess. How did I go that far? Oh, because it just insta-grabbed it. I think I saw iron in there somewhere and gone now. We're not trying to slow ourselves down for it though. So yeah, that last section is going to present a little more challenge. I don't think it's anything impossible, but you just got to be aware of that lava pit. Which I do think we pushed back far enough so that it shouldn't be a big deal. Question is when do we get the sizzle bang? Working at night here. That's kind of what I was thinking. Oh, I'm sorry. Not really. Alright. May have been a painful coffee sip. Nope, nothing right there. Alright, last little bit here. That zombie flesh reminds me we're supposed to be down getting... Ah! Stop it. Okay, it is down there. No! That was what I expected during the night, not then. I don't know, did we lose all that iron? Hopefully we grabbed it back. Oh no, we only got 4. There's the copper. Oh, we do have copper. Why are these not? Alright, how much mess did that guy make? That's the problem with not going to sleep right at the beginning of night. Not too bad. No, that's not right. Get those two go there. These two go here. Yeah, he didn't even. Alright, so I don't think we're going to get this last side done, just in case you're wondering. But, I mean, we're doing pretty well, I think. If I may hazard that guess. Alright, those away. Now, let's get some dirt. Fill in this creeper hole. Which is why I tried to cut back the tree line and everything, was just for that. Fewer places where lingering creepers could just hang out, come out at us, but we seem to do all right there. The fact that we got the creeper and then he blew us down the side. So I was kind of like, all right, how much creeper damage do we take? And how much are we going to take from this fall? Nah, that's fine. Pretty good place to be. Right, let's just do this. That away. So I'm thinking a little something on each of these sides, nothing major in the way of decoration. Again, this is going to be kind of a single use, single purpose deal, but then the idea is to whatever extent we have any blocks here, they're going to be copper half slabs, right? And if we leave kind of a pillar floating on half slabs in the middle here, when we pop through the shulker, he should try to come to 0, and he should look around and go, where am I going to end up? And the only blocks available will be a central pillar here. Everything else is negative space, so there's nothing else for him to bind to. And then with the half slabs, we'll be able to get back out over here and can start figuring out how we're going to move it to the sea, kind of out that way. Yeah, no. This way? Yeah, that's been part of my problem all along. We're not trying to get him north, we're trying to get him east. So we'd come back across here, and this is just where we need to figure out if we get him to a boat in the overworld, is he then safe? You know, is he good to cruise along and not take damage from himself in that boat? Or do we have to build out a similar minecart boat rail combo to get out there and get him to... I know we're almost done here. Oh man, we're already over an hour. Never mind. We'll look at coordinates and all that kind of stuff. We got to finish up the sandstone building, figure out our path to the adventure island for this shulker, because I would really like to kind of move through this, and it's been enough setbacks along the way that kind of like to get it dealt with, and if we can make him a little house where we can eventually take some of those potions and everything and let him give us levitation, all the better. Get him in, get him forgotten about, and then go about figuring out the other stuff from before, and are there any new effects in 118 that I need to take into account? I can't think of any offhand that are already introduced to the game, but that doesn't mean that they're not there. So we'll check on all that kind of stuff, and yeah, I think this may be our week, is getting this part done. If we have to go and gather materials for an entire rail system all the way out there, that's gonna be kind of brutal. Uh, but if we can then be done with it, so good. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. We will catch up again tomorrow and take it from here. Finish up the sandstone bit and maybe do a little bit of decorating, and then off to the races. Take care, guys. Stay awesome. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Likes and comments. You know the drill. See ya.